Hello everyone that has just joined us or is watching the video. I'm Season and I am casting Go4LoL number 89. This is round 3 and it's going to be between Regez Gaming and Tim Esports, and we're going to have a Dr. Mundo ban and a Riven ban. Dr. Mundo is just a really fast jungler. He's one of the best junglers in the game right now, and he gets banned in most games in solo queue and a lot of games in pre-mates as well. Riven is kind of likewise really strong champions. He can go top and jungle, though jungle is less effective. And Ari as well is just a really strong champion that gets banned a lot. For good reasons. Yeah, so good stuff. Huh? Anyway, someone's talking about me. Sorry. So yeah, Morgana ban. Morgana's also just a really strong character. It's not they're not really target banning at all in our team. All of them are just banning champions that are really strong and that are considered OP at some points. And this is going to be a Taric ban. That's actually kind of interesting. I haven't seen a Taric ban in a long time. Actually, I've never seen a Taric ban. This is the first Taric ban I've ever seen. So, Taric, well, I personally really dislike him as a support. But he's still pretty good. I just don't like playing him. What he does is that he gives a good amount of armor in an aura, so both he and the AD carry get a lot of armor, which is always strong bot lane because now you're guaranteed to be against an AD carry. And he also has a decent heal, as well as his stun, and then his ultimate. Well, his ultimate is decent in team fights. It's not great, but it's okay because it gives AP and attack speed. Off the top of my head, I can't click on the character, so I can't really I can't really show you. But yeah, that got banned. And we're gonna have a Nautilus pickup. Nautilus actually got banned last game, so maybe it's his favorite champion. I haven't actually checked that. I'll check that when I check the runes and masteries later on. So we've got a Nautilus pickup for Warwick's. And he showed last game that he's good with the Q of Amumu, so he should be pretty decent with the anchor of Nautilus, and I just spilled water all over myself because I'm a little kid. So where we're gonna have a Nuxun and a Alistair pickup. Nuxun, well, he could go top, but I'm just gonna guess that he's going into the jungle, and Alistair can go support in jungle. But seeing as Nuxun is probably going into the jungle, he's gonna be a support, I assume. And they are going for the Soraka Urgot lane again, which worked really well for them last time, and they should be fine doing that. So they're going to look that in a bit, and it will be interesting to see how what the response of God, I'm having trouble talking. Of what's their name? I just totally forgot their name. Sorry guys, complete brain blank. Tim Esports, TES. There we go. It's gonna be a Sheko. Wow. I don't usually see that in premates because Sheko takes quite a bit of skill to play properly. He's really good in solo queue, but in premates, when people actually communicate, he's a lot harder to pull off. And it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I don't know if he's gonna look it though. There's going to be a Graves pickup as well. Alistair Graves is a pretty strong lane, can go really aggressive on people and do really well. And I'm going to have a drink. Oh, that's going to actually be a Lee Sin pickup. Yeah, that's more likely. Wait, I just realized. I thought that he's going to pick Sheko while Nuxun was already picked. Sheko is not good in lanes. So yeah, he's going to definitely switch and he's going to go for the Olaf top. Well, Olaf can go jungle too, but I doubt they'll play Nuxun top. Nuxun top is actually pretty decent, but usually people don't play it. And it's going to be Aurelia and an Anivia pickup. So Anivia is a really strong mid. Her laning phase is decent, especially considering she has an axe. She can't really die that well. And oh wow, what is this bug? I think this means that someone quit. So what I was saying, yeah, Anivia, and what Anivia does in premate is that she has her wall, and that wall can be devastating if it's used well. It can cut off people, it can wall them in, it can wall them out, obviously, and it's just a really strong spell, especially in a premade where everything is coordinated. And the other pickup they had was something. Aurelia, yeah. So he's going for the Aurelia against Olaf. I think I read somewhere once that Aurelia actually gets countered by Olaf, so I'm not sure if he was going to lock that in. And here we go. So yeah, I should be kicked back into the lobby in a bit, I think. Not sure. Let's just quit spectating and then look at the game. I think it's a Go4LoL or it's Solux game. No, maybe QRS. Regez. Shit. Okay. Yeah, they're in team select, and I'm not in. Oh, I'm in. How does it work? I don't get it. Anyway. Who's their highest elo player? I'm gonna add that guy. I'll add Kinzo. I guess. Or this guy. He was talkative. Anyway. So, yeah. Game should be starting again. And should be going through the bans and the first picks more quickly. This guy is confused. And he's not on our friends list. No. Oh wait, here he is. Yeah, there you go. To casting. Okay, that worked. Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, so they started picking, and I cannot tell you what they actually picked yet. So, yeah, I have to quit out of this. Oh, these technical difficulties. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart my client real quick. I should be able to go over the picks and bans though when I get back into spectating. That worked last time, so it should work this time. Got 21 viewers now. That's so amazing. Hello you guys. So it's sunning up again. Okay, here we go. Logging in like a mouse. Okay. So I wonder if they're already through champion select. I'm not sure. Oh wow, he actually got that completely now. Ah, that's strange. Actually, wow, only Solok is out? What the fuck? Huh? Okay, yeah, so, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait for them to actually get into game, and then I can right-click spectate. The glory of having people on your friends list. So yeah, they had Aurelia. So they had Aurelia, Anivia, Nautilus, Urgot, and Soraka. That's the first thing that comes into my mind is that's a lot of CC with Nautilus, or at least Disruption with Nautilus and Anivia. they have a lot of disruption and really strong, like a really strong initiate. Because if Nautilus knocks them up, Anivia has time to put down her walls, so she can just split them up. So that could be great combos coming out in this game. And then Urgot can also swap someone, so they should be able to do some really great stuff with that. And actually, I'm unsure. I just thought of a scenario. What if the ultimate of Nautilus, okay, I get spectate, is on someone, and then that person gets swapped after it goes past him? Will it go back? Like, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I should go for other runes and masteries. So we're going to start off with Varix, who is Nautilus, and he is going to go for the scaling magic resist, movement speed, attack speed, and armor. And he's going for the 921 0 masteries. And then Babkins on the Noxun is going to go for armor pen, magic resist, armor, and attack speed, and he's going for 921 0. Pretty standard jungler runes and masteries on both champions. We're going to have Go4LoL, magic resist, magic pen, and armor here. Magic pen is kind of interesting for a support. He's going for 0921, pretty standard there as well. Next up is Mr. Alistair, and the cow is going to be going for scaling cooldown reduction. I have not seen those very often, and he's going to have a lot of armor in both marks and seals, and he's going to have Go4LoL Quint, and then he's going for the 121.8, not going for utility as most supports do, going for the defense because he is a tanky support, and as Alistair you have to jump into people, so that's kind of logical. Solok with his Anivia is going for magic resist, magic pen, ability power, and scaling mana regen. He's going for the 2109. Pretty standard AP stuff. Kimzo picks up Cassiopeia actually. I didn't talk about it yet, but I will when the loading screen is up. He's going for magic resist, magic pen, scaling AP, and AP. And he is going for the 2109. Rarely with his Aurelia is gonna go for, and this should be slightly interesting, physical damage, armor, magic resist, and health regen. Taking that off Wicked. Wicked usually goes with the health regen Quince as well. And he's going for the 921 0, going very defensive on his Aurelia. Well, he is against Olaf, so you should get some defense. And there's going to be armor, physical damage, and movement speed on Olaf. And he's going for 2190. And last but not least is going to be Asbel on his Urgot, going for armor, magic resistant, physical damage, 2190. Pretty much standard AD carry runes and masteries, and same runes for Graves and same masteries. As I said, they're the standard AD runes or masteries. So we've got a Cassiopeia pickup. Actually, kind of, I don't know. I don't really know about that pick. I mean, I'm not a great AP mid player, so I don't know who counters who. I don't think she actually counters Anivia. But what she can do, so that's probably why I picked her, is she can push back, and that means that Anivia won't be able to roam for free. There will be some pushing back, and that should help a lot in their team. I'm gonna go and switch to the wow, okay. XSplit is a really great program, but sometimes it doesn't really work. So guys, here we go. I don't know why it keeps forgetting that. Anyway, so here we go. Loading screen. So it's going to be Noxus Hunter Anivia, the only skin on this team, and it's not a great skin in my opinion. And we've got Desperado Cassiopeia, Mafia Graves, Ravager Noxun, and Glacial Olaf. So they're going to go for a 4-1. No Alistair skin. Well, they called it a skin, but you know, everyone has it. I actually think the standard skin on Alistair, I wouldn't be surprised if that was used less in ranked games than this skin, honestly. So I don't call that a skin. So it's 4 versus 1. The skin battle obviously goes to the team of Tim Esports, and I wonder who of them is Tim. Or maybe it's kind of like Charlie's Angels, where their manager is called Tim. I should ask him that after game. I'm definitely not going to. So now we're going to go and get into the game, and I'm going to turn on the chat, because I like watching them trash talk. And so yeah, first items are going to be boots. Lots of boots. Boots on everyone except for the supports and Nautilus. So Warwick's doesn't really like his boots on Nautilus, apparently, and he's going to go and start with a regrowth pendant, which means that he will be pretty quick in getting his Philosopher's Stone. But Noxon doesn't really start with Philosopher's Stone, so he went for the boots. The only other ways to do it is going Cloth Armor or Vampiric Scepter is what you usually see on the Noxons, but he's going for the boots because apparently they want to invade somehow. They don't have an Alistair there, so and that's like the strongest part of their team on level 1. So I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking of. Well, he's got time to go there, so he's coming in, and they're gonna definitely invade. I don't know how much of a good idea it is because there's only a Niveus Sun, so I guess there's not a little CC. Good poke though, so they can't really keep a sustained fight going against the team against Regez Gaming. And they're actually going to invade this way, and Regez Gaming seems to be thinking they're coming from here, so it might get very interesting when they face check this brush. And good luck, have fun coming out. People recalling, and wow, yeah, good luck guys, yeah, you too, when you're same, we're gonna kill you, that's what they're thinking right now. And minions have spawned, which means there's gonna be a 4th port for Rarely, and Warwick's is kind of scared here. He's gonna go for his Wolves, stun from Anivia coming out, and I'm gonna be very interested to see what happens here, and gonna look at this closely, and there's gonna be an initiate in him, and he's gonna just go down immediately. First blood goes to Olaf, and they're gonna pick up this blue buff really quickly as well with a good pull, and it's gonna lose the bottom lane some CS, but they do get assists, so it's kind of worth it. And in the end, there were assists on everyone, plus the kill on Olaf. And Olaf, Bullet Shrine, is going to have a huge advantage in lane right now against Rarely. Well, not right now, but as soon as he goes back, he's going to have more items on Rarely, and Rarely is not going to like that. As well as the fact that he's probably a bit of XP ahead. I can't quite see that. Yes, he is a few experience points ahead, not too much though. But every little advantage helps, especially in top lane. So blue actually got cleared out, I think. So they have a timer on that somewhere, I assume. And then bottom, you know, just a regular harassing going on right now. Babkins is going for his Wolves, not taking his blue buff quite yet. He is probably, actually he is going for it right now. I actually expected him to go for red and then give blue to Kimzo, but he's going to give blue to Kimzo first. Assuming he does actually give the blue to her. I think he will, but we'll see about that. And Kimzo's actually pushing out the lane real quick. Yeah, he's definitely going to get that blue buff, but he wants to push out the lane first so that he doesn't miss out on CS. And actually Babkins does take up the blue. Okay, never mind. I'm silly. I actually really expected him to give the blue because he already had a blue buff. There's no reason not to. Except for the fact that Kimzo wasn't really coming. So maybe that's why. Bit of miscommunication possibly. Or that it was all planned. So, yeah, right now, Rarely is having a lot of CS close to his tower, and Bullet Shrine actually went back already. He's a few CS here, and he's actually going for Philosopher's Stone, using his first blood money to get out really quickly. And yeah, he's a massive amount ahead. I mean, if we look at the gold, the actual gold he's had is around 400, but that's actually quite a lot in top lane, especially this early. And if he does it well, he's going to really be able to build on that advantage, and it's going to only get worse for Rarely. What Rarely is doing right now, though, is really smart. He is freezing the lane to make sure that he doesn't have to trade with Bullet Shrine all the time, because he cannot win the trades, because it is Olaf, especially with the Philosopher's Stone. He cannot, he cannot afford to actually fight Olaf, because Olaf is going to not only sustain more, he's also going to do more damage. But he didn't actually succeed in freezing the lane, and the tower hit a few of them. So his lane is going to probably push back a tiny bit. It's fine though, it's better than that. It goes all the way to the tower, and the tower takes your CS as well as pushing the lane back, which makes you more susceptible to ganks. And he's not going to be able to pick up all the CS right here. And down at bottom, pushing going on, not much interesting going on right now though. I'm going to just keep looking at top for now. So in the mids, Solok and Kimzo are just, duking it out. Not much happening. And Slactius is just happily farming, pushing up the lane. And Warwick wants to gank, but he knows there's a ward here, which is why a lot of junglers don't even try ganking bot, because there's always going to be wards. Because bot has a support, which means there's like someone that doesn't need the money and can actually afford to take wards. Wow, that was a ridiculous amount of damage coming down from Rarely. I did not expect that to happen. And wow, actually it looks like he's kind of able to trade. If he turns this W on, he's gonna be able to trade like auto attacks. And as long as he does more damage than the true damage of Olaf, he should be able to actually damage that. Or at least keep the same amount, but he's gonna lifesteal more. And here comes the stun on, it's hitting on Kimzo, and here comes the Nautilus Q, is gonna hit him, and he is gonna have to rep off on him. Kimzo is gonna get really low, Ignite comes down, and he is gonna go down. Solok picking up that kill with his Ignite and auto attack there. Great stun from Solok, and he actually made Kimzo use both his summoner spells as well. Great play there, and that's gonna give another kill. And right now, Bulletron had to actually ghost. Wow, he ghosted, and he's actually behind right now in levels because he did go back and lost quite a bit of CS there, which is another reason to freeze your lane, because if you like make sure it doesn't push the tower, your their minions are gonna kill your minions quickly, which means that the enemy top, if he backs, loses more CS. So that's really well done by Rarely there. He actually took the advantage down quite a bit. I mean, he's still 400, well, he's now 300 gold behind. Well, still 400 gold, but you know, that kill is going to be hard to overcome. But still, he's doing decently in keeping Olaf down a bit. He's not been killed 4 times by now, so that's already a good thing against the fat Olaf. Or at least a Olaf with first blood. And there's going to be some rest coming down. Aspo is going to be shooting the Slactius. That's a hard name. Quite effectively. And wait, I'm hearing echo? Wait, guys. Okay, if you have technical difficulties with my stream, tell me. Am I giving echo? Because then I'll go do this. Okay, if you had echo, it should be fixed now. And if not, then I have no idea what to do. So yeah, guys, I'll read the chat. So if there is a problem, please do tell me in chat, and I'll fix it. So right now, Sketchy is getting more harass on him. He's almost below half health now. Now he is below health, and he's very low mana as well. Ooh, that Q didn't go where he wanted it to go. Don't know what he was thinking there. And it's going to be level 6 for Aspel now, so he will be able to swap in Slactius if Slactius gets too low. And Blue is spawning momentarily, and Kimzo and Babkins are waiting for it. Didn't time it properly though. Ah, there you go. Here it is, and that's going to be picked up by Kimzo, I assume. I thought someone is making me feel bad, but it's fine. Okay, so anyway, I had some weird information coming in there. It was about someone else's stream. So everyone just happily farming around right now, and Babkins is going to be invading here. Warwick might be in a really bad spot. Wall comes down, and he doesn't know that Babkins is here. Babkins is going to go for it now. Fear is going to proc. Yes, it is going to proc, but it's going to go the wrong way. He's going to smite the red, though, so he does steal the red, and the slow of the red is going to almost be able to pick up that kill for him there. Wall didn't quite hit because he thought he was there, but he wasn't quite there. And stun is going to hit, and Kimzo is going to be stunned and swapped, and that's going to be a load of damage coming down. Ultimate from Nala is going down as well, and that's going to be a dat Kimzo, and that's going to be a free blue buff for Sorlok. And pretty sure he had a blue buff, but still a reset is pretty good, and he's going to really enjoy that for himself. And he's going to go down mid and farm again. Asbel chasing down, well, not chasing down, but scaring off Slactius and Xelso, that's an interesting name, together with Warwick, and they're going to go for Dragon right now because they know that there's going to be some backing going on. They know that they backed, and they just killed Kimzo, so that's 3 people in the enemy base, and that means they can pick up this Dragon with 4 of them, and that's going to respawn in around 60 minutes. I'm going to remember that. And there's going to be no contesting. There's a wall put here for scouting. but he doesn't really need to, and they are going to pick up this dragon fairly easily, completely uncontested, and that's going to give them a pretty good advantage. They're not 2k ahead, and 1 kill ahead, so even though they lost first blood, they are now ahead in gold by quite a margin. And if we look at his CS, you can see that Olaf is actually getting outfarmed by 30, even though he had first blood. He's gonna have a decent amount of gold though because of his double gold per 10, but still, you do not want to be in that spot if you got the first blood. And if we look in mid, it's gonna be around the same CS. Bottom is pretty much the same CS as well, so no huge differences there. Only top is a difference of 20 CS, which is really well done by Rally. I have to compliment him on that. And he's now going to attack Olaf. And as you can see, he can actually win the trades now because he has a level 4 in his W, as I expected. People usually level either their W or their E. They level their E for the stun duration, obviously, or the slow duration, but usually the stun duration is what they're going for. But he's leveling his W because he knows he's against Olaf and he needs to be able to trade. And actually loads of damage coming from Solok here. Gimso going for the trades. Wow, he turns around immediately as soon as Nuxin ult comes down, and that was really well done because otherwise he'd have been stunned by the ultimate of Cassiopeia and he'd have died for sure. He had a flash to stop the fear, but still was not a huge loss there, and he's going to be able to free farm this mid. And he didn't actually prevent Gimzo for taking his race, but he did put some pressure on there. If the Noxin ultimate, sort of got wasted, so it was a good idea of Solok. So anyway, what I was saying about Aurelia, he also went for 3 Doran's shields, which means that most of the true damage that Olaf's going to do is going to be mitigated because he has health, and that's the way you counter the true damage. That also gives him a lot of regen, which also counters true damage, and he's counter building it, and he's using his W so that he can actually trade and heal back all the damage that has been done. And right now Solok is pushing down mid, not doing too much damage to it now. And Asbo and Surikai, I don't know. The Soraka are pushing down the lane so that Warx can actually gank, but here comes the swap, and that Q just didn't hit because of the E of Slaxius, and he is going to get quite a lot of damage on there though. Ultimate coming in, but Slaxius is able to flash into the tower range and they cannot actually pursue him. Still though, it was a great idea, just that the Nautilus Q was half a second too late and Slaxius was able to quick draw out of it. And right now Kimso is going to go for mid, and there's going to be a blue buff here that Bapkins is going for. Solo doesn't notice because this sword is not his, and this blue buff is going to get picked up by Bapkins, and if they give the other blue buff to Gimzo, it's going to mean no blue buff for Solok, and that's going to make him a very sad bird, because Anivia really needs her blue buff for using her ultimate and pushing out the lane, which is pretty much the only thing she can do in lane. And it's going to be interesting to see if Regez Gaming is going to go for this blue. They could contest it, so it'll be interesting to see if they do. If they do get that, there's no problem, and they are going to contest it. There's a ward here, so they will know whenever Kimzo comes there. And actually, they're going to camp in this brush, it looks like. We're going to go for Bapkins. They know that Bapkins is there somewhere. They're going to actually stay in this brush though, going for the Kimzo when he comes there. Actually, Graves is going to get really low, but he's not going to die. And wow, nicely done there, Kimzo, using his spittle, whatever it's called, his miasma, to check the brush for any enemy activity. And he was able to do that. And here come Asbo and Sarukui. Did they just flash over the wall? No, they just walked around it. That looked weird. Oh, Warwick's actually gonna take up the blue. I don't know why that happened. Maybe he accidentally picked it up. But that should have gone to Solok. I don't know why exactly that happened. Solok is gonna be farming mid now, and he's gonna probably push the tower another bit. And up top, Bulletron getting attacked by Riley quite a bit, and down bottom, and it's just going to be a farm fest again. So yeah, right now, wait, shouldn't the yeah, Dragon is spawning in a minute, around a minute. And Bulletron's actually going to get ignited, and Riley is going to go for this. And is he going to be able to kill him? No, he's not. He should have kept going. 2 more auto attacks would have killed Bulletron. He probably expected the ignite to kill him, but it didn't quite work out for him. It was probably a health point that saved Bulletron, or maybe the hit he got on Riley right before Riley flashed away. And actually there's going to be a gank bot. Sorry for missing that one, guys. Oh wait, I can do this thing. Okay, so there is going to be a gank down bottom. We know this. There's going to be an ultimate from Asbel and Exhaust coming down on Slacksies as well. Ultimate from Regez is going to come in, and they are going to be able to pick up that kill. Alistair's going to headbutt Q in, but he's not going to quite be able to do it. And wow, the Q hits on the edge of the range. Well done. Ultimate from Xelzo has to be used. He's going to survive, so he will be fine. It's no problem, but they did kill the Slacksies. Well done there. And another great combo. They keep doing that where they ultimate and then ultimate and Q. Basically, the swap from Asbel comes in, and then this time they actually exhausted him so that they were sure that Regez was able to hit his spells. So they learned from last time, which is good. It's great when teams learn from their mistakes early in the game. And Babkin's resetting his auto attack 3 times because you know, looks cooler if you do it that way. And yeah, right now, oops, that was not what I wanted to do, sorry for that. Right now, Dragon has spawned, and the teams are going to be forming up for this. But Kimzo just got back to base, as did Solok, but Kimzo seems to be, he's waiting for mana. He is going to come in now, and there is going to be a vision ward here. And I'm actually fairly interested if this can actually spot that. I don't know. So we're going to speed it up real quick until we're live. And here we go, we're almost live. Going to be running around Dragon right now. There's not much going to be happening for now. Can I do this? Okay, sweet. And they are going to go for Dragon right now. And there's going to be a W from Slacksies there. We're not going to be able to see much as well as this slow. There's 2 slows here in an AoE, and they're both going to run out right now. And stun almost hitting. And here comes the swap of Kimzo. Kimzo has to flash out. Babkin's going for Asbel. Asbel is getting focused. Kimzo is getting really low. He's getting the focus as well. Nuxun, Babkin's actually ulting into Asbel. Asbel going down, as is Kimzo. Here comes Rarely and Bulletron now. Bulletron taking down Regez, and Bulletron going really low right now. And he is gonna almost go down. He is gonna go down. Solok picking up that kill. Xelzo getting really low, has to flash away. And Riley is actually gonna go and dive him because he has a lot of health and he doesn't really care. As well as, you know, 300 armor because it's Rocket W. And now they're gonna easily pick up this blue buff. That was a 2 for 3 exchange, and they got Dragon. So that was really good, a really good trade for Regez Gaming, and they are going to pick up this Dragon uncontested now because there's no one to contest it really. Which is gonna put them at an even bigger gold advantage. It's gonna be a 3k lead now, and 3k, that's around that's about 3/4 of a Trinity Force. That's a pretty decent amount of gold to be had. It's all over the team though, so that's around 600 gold per person, so that's $1 and a bit per person, which is a pretty decent thing to have. And right now I'm going to talk about the builds. So Solok is going to go for a Rod of Ages. Aurelia went for a full-on counter lane with 3 Doran shields and a Regez. Oh, I can do this thing. And Regez went for an Age of the Legion after his double gold 10. So he's going to go for the team-based thing. Soraka has a Philosopher's Stone and a Heart of Gold. And Alistair on the other team, Xelzo, is going to have his one of his gold patents. He's not going to have his Heart of Gold yet though. So he's going to be behind. He's behind a bit. Asbel has a Brutalizer and a Glacial Shroud, so he should be going for his Frozen Heart pretty quickly. And right now, sorry for that. I bashed something on my desk. So they are going to look for a gank here, but Regez is going to go for Scullins because he sees that it's not going to happen. Slaxius and Xelzo had their Spidey sense tingling. Turret going down in mid, and in the meantime Bulletron is not in a position to fight Riley. Riley is being in a really good spot right now. He's actually 50 CS ahead right now, and that's a huge amount. That's like 3 or 4 kills. So that's ridiculous. And he is going to go and initiate on here. Here comes Solok as well. They are going to go for this. Riley is not going to quite be able to take down Bullet right now, but they will be able to pick up this tower fairly easily if they want to. Gimso is going to be able to, well, he's not going to be able to, but he's going to try to defend it. And Bobkings is waiting here for the initiate. Initiate is coming in. There's going to be an ultimate from Asbo going for Slaxius, and they're all focusing Suriki, but Suriki is like, okay, I've got a heal, I don't really care, I've got armor. And in the meantime, Asbo just takes down Slaxius, no problem. Top Tower gets taken down in the meantime, and that gank just turned all wrong. Flash and heals from Soraka were able to keep her up, and she doesn't really mind getting focused because, you know, whatever. She's Soraka. Even if she did die, it wouldn't be a problem. And wow, great ultimate from Gimso. Is going to be able to stun 2 people, but it's not going to be enough, and he is going to go down to the combined focus of Riley, Solok, and Warwick's. Great ultimate from Warwick's. And what Warwick's did, which he didn't see, was that he queued towards this cliff to close the distance and be able to use his ultimate. And here comes the stun from Solok. It's going to hit, and they're going to wait for spell shield, but it's not going to quite happen. Don't know about that wall. And there's going to be a flash over the wall from Babkins, and he's going to be just fine going for his Wraith right now. So yeah, they focused Saraki, which is not a really bad thing, except for the fact that they just left Slaxius to die to Aspo. Aspo was just taken down for free because there was no focus on him anyway. Only Slaxius was fighting him, and he's got 120 armor. He doesn't really care. As well as Soraka, like, she has 64 armor normally. With her W, she gets 105 bonus armor, which means that she has 160 armor, and then she doesn't really care about an Alistar and a Noxun, especially considering Noxun only has a Phage and a Regez. So that focus was not a really good idea. Right now, Warx is going to be picking up this red buff, and slowly but surely, Regez Gaming is picking up the lead. They have a 6k lead right now, and I'm sure that if they don't make a mistake, they're going to be able to push that further into late game. And Aspo does have his ultimate up, so he is going to probably be hyperkinetic. What is the name of that thing? Hyperkinetic position refer. So he's going to use that pretty soon on Slaxius, I assume, and Warx is going to be able to go for that. Actually, no, he's going to recall. He is going to recall, so there's not going to be a fight, but looked like it was going to be. And yes, so there's going to be a slight fight here. Barely and Solid. Wow, great wall. He is actually going to be able to put them down, and he is going to stun as well. Babkins is going to go down for sure. That was kind of funny. He put the wall down and he expected it to miss, so he already walked back, and I was like, oh, wait, that hurt. And then they killed him because there was no flash left because he used it earlier. And Bulletron is going to be getting ignited and attacked, but he's going to be quite fine there. He's going to retreat. Sorry guys, someone's talking to me. As in I'm talking to him. And another tower is going to go down in the tower already. And they're going for this tower most likely as well. They're going to lose one tower here, but that doesn't really matter because they're taking inner towers, and towers give so much map control, it's ridiculous. So that's why this is really good for Regez Gaming, and Regez Gaming is going to have 4 towers down. Only the bot tower is still up at the outer tower, but they will easily be able to take it down. First they're going to go for Dragono, which just spawned. They had a better timer than me, and in the meantime Aspel's going to actually take down this tower. So they just took down 3 towers and a dragon within around 3 minutes, and that really shows how much map control they have at the moment. And with map control I don't mean map vision, because the map vision they have isn't that great. It's just that they have auto stars down, so they know where the enemy team will be, because they push down the lane and then the enemy team has to defend it. And they're going to be here or here. And this entire... So they're going to be here or here. That means that this entire part of the map is in control of Regez Gaming. And that just gives them a really big advantage, and they can just take towers and dragons as they please, as you've seen in the last few minutes. And actually they're gonna form up for Baron right now, because they know that there's 3 people bottom right now, and I wonder if they can take it quick enough. They're gonna go for it right now, and they are with 4 people, so they should be able to fairly decently. I mean, Regez has a Warmogs and Soraka heal, so he should be able to tank this properly. And they know that Olaf is all the way here, they know that Grace is here. They probably assumed that Gimzo was at his blue, and then Riley pushed down mid, so they knew that Babkins had to be there, and they just picked up a Baron for free. So that's well judged by Regez Gaming, and they are going to be able to push quite heavily right now, because they do have the Baron buff, which gives, to be exact, health and mana regen, as well as attack damage and ability power. But you mostly use it for the health and mana regen, because with that health and mana regen you're able to poke on their towers very effectively, and they'll be able to take down towers easily, because there's not much that the other team can do about it. And they're going to take down the inhibitors for free as well, because there's only 4 here and they cannot initiate. Even with 5 it'd be hard to initiate, because you usually use the Baron mostly for the health regen and mana regen, because that means you lay siege and you can survive the poke and regen it. But obviously it still gives you an advantage in the fight. So they have increased ability power and AD, and they're going to go for this top tower now. And I still don't think that there's much that that Team Esports can do about this. They're gonna just let the tower die, because they can't do anything, and that's in how much control the Regez Gaming has of this game. They could have initiated on that, but they just didn't want to. They just take towers for free. They're probably gonna go bot now and take this tower and this one and the inhibitor as well. And with 2 inhibitors down, there's gonna be huge pressure on Team Esports, and they have to win fights to actually be able to do things. And they can't really push, because they're going to be super minions in their base. So they have to get tower dived and win the fight convincingly to be able to get back into this game. And I doubt they'll be able to do this. Tower's going to get tanked by Regez, because he's got a Warmogs. He doesn't really care about towers. And well, it takes him down to half health, but his health regen is ridiculous. Let's look, what is his health regen? His health regen is 150 per 5 seconds, so that's about 30 health per second. As you can see, that's ridiculous amounts of damage, or health regen. And the minions are now coming up, and it's quite a big wave actually. The wave was developing already, and now they're going to be able to push this tower down pretty easily with that stack of minions. It's a pretty good stack of minions, and should be able to do this. So right now they're gonna go for this tower, and they're actually gonna flash, and Selectus is gonna quick throw away, but it's not gonna be enough to stop the ultimate, and he is gonna go down very quickly. All the spells going on him, rarely getting really low thanks to the tower aggro. Kimzo going down immediately. Bulletron getting really low, rarely just being a ballsy motherfucker and going in there. Bulletron is gonna go down, GG is being caught, Tower is gonna go down now, Inhibitor is gonna go down as well, 3 for 0. And Regez Gaming has just won this game pretty much. So what they did basically is they took an advantage and then they just built on it, and now they're going to take themselves as well. Take down this tower, take down the next Nexus tower, and take down the Nexus easily, because there are super minions here, and those inhibitors just won on the fight. So, what they did is they took an advantage by taking a few towers, and then they abused the map control to get more towers and thus more map control. And they just kept doing that. And at some point they were just able to take Baron for free, and that's basically what they did there. So though Team Esports played well, they just they didn't really make extremely bad mistakes. They just got beaten, basically, and that was really well played by Regis Gaming, and yeah, congratulations to them. So thanks for everyone that's watching the video. I will see you guys later.